Here I'm going to present several examples of how the transparency interface and Pepper's explanations can be used to help diagnose some of the failure scenarios. Here is a scenario where Pepper incorrectly asked for the size of a customer's drink after they already provided it. We can see that Pepper's explanation indicates that the robot search returned two options in different sizes. So if we click on this talk turn, we can see that two slots were correctly detected, black and tea, but the size slot was not detected. This caused Pepper to find two matches in the item database. This tells us this was a slot filling error. So here's a failure case we can see where a customer requests a large dark roast coffee, and Pepper says that they don't have that, when that's not actually the case. So we can use the transparency interface to try and find the source of this issue. We can see that when a customer asks for an item, it detects a large dark roast and coffee, and it finds a match in the item database for that. So let's click on the next talk turn. We can see that Pepper did add that to the order, so it looks like it did the correct thing, but what it said didn't match. We can see that Pepper's speech comes from the anything else group, so let's take a closer look at that. Over here we can see that most of these phrases look the same, except for this one from demonstration 3, where Pepper says that they don't have the item. Now we can see from the dialog flow graph that that phrase actually should have been matched with the invalid item group that we can see here. So we can see that this is now a grouping error. Here is a scenario where Pepper gets confused after a customer attempts to remove an item from their order. Pepper's explanation is, "I said I don't understand because I have not seen any similar responses from the customer after I asked whether they would like anything else." This explanation seems to indicate this is an undemonstrated response or unfamiliar dialogue sequence. Now, if we inspect this talk turn, we can see that the customer's response belongs to an unknown group. And over in the conversation flow graph, we can see this leads to the error state. Now we know this is an unknown response.